We've got representatives from the Interact and Rotaract clubs. So we'll start off with Amal Taylor, who's the teacher advisor at Webb Interact High School. And we'll let you have the podium.
Thank you. It's just me.
All right.
Sorry, you're stuck with me. Good afternoon. My name is Amal Taylor. I am with Webb. I'm the International Center Coordinator and the Community Service Coordinator. I took over for Liz Greger, who retired at the early age of 25. She turned 25 and went wild and wanted to retire. So big shoes, big shoes to fill. So we like to call it at Webb the year of transition because going from Liz to me. So we said our motto this year was quality, not quantity. We concentrated on a few areas. So it was our year of transitioning, and we heard from speakers. We heard from Julie from Ukraine. We also heard from a resident who came from Nigeria to Knox County. So the students got to hear about his journey. We celebrated France with National Crepe Day. We celebrated Chinese New Year with dancing and activities and a meal. The Chinese New Year, celebrating China. We celebrated Diwali. We did henna and we did Festival of Lights for India. And we also celebrated with a holy run. Last year, we've had to postpone it because of weather, but we'll have one soon where we'll throw up colors and participate. We volunteered. Our upper school students volunteered at Beaumont Food Packing. They did haircuts, mobile meals. They were bell ringers. They worked with Salvation Army. They volunteered throughout the community, so we're very proud of them. As you heard, we broke bread or chips, I guess you could say, on Sunday with the fabulous fiesta at the Latimer's house, and that was an honor to be there. We had several of you all there, and we are able to raise enough money to send to Hungary, India, and to South Africa, or Kenya. So that was very exciting, and it was our first year doing it there and having a fiesta. So it's a huge success. And one of the biggest things in the past year, we traveled to India. I was privileged and honored to travel to India with a group of 10 students. And if I could describe, I wish I could have brought them. We're in the middle of AP exams, but the most spectacular 10 students that I've ever had the privilege and honor of getting to know. These students completely embraced the culture. It was a true cultural immersion involving a community service trip. They, at the Valdahar School, they just jumped right in. They held the kids, they played with the kids, they taught the kids. There was no hesitation whatsoever with all 10 students. It was the most fabulous and eye-opening experience as a chaperone and as a parent and as a Webb person. I hope that you'll be able to, we've got a video. You don't have to listen to me. We have a fabulous video for you all to watch and to just showcase some of our experience in India. So without further ado, I'll throw it over to the video.
Fingers crossed. I'm not the former person.
It really was an amazing trip. It was life altering for a lot of these students. We went over there hoping to teach them, but in reality, they were priceless to us, and they taught us so much more than just culture. And they taught us etiquette and culture and opportunities, and it was an amazing trip. I can't say enough about it. I hope that we'll be able to host them in the next year. They're working on their visas. As soon as they host, we're ready to go right back. So I hope the middle school girls have the opportunity to go to India also. But we volunteered at a Sikh temple. We learned about Hinduism. The school is such a great school in Chandigarh that every day is a different religion. And so our students were in awe of that they were able to embrace all the religions. And so that is something that's very unique to that school. So I'm very appreciative. And it's been a great year so far. We have so many more things planned in the next upcoming year. So I'm going to turn it over to Carol Hill, who is our middle school Interact advisor. So without further ado, Ms. Hill.
And my friends.
And your
Good afternoon. I will follow Himmel in agreeing that this is a year of transition. At the end of last year, Cynthia Beatty, who was the middle school Interact sponsor, retired as well. And Cynthia and I have been friends for almost 23 years. So at the beginning of my 24th year at Webb, I decided I needed a new challenge, and I wanted to get back to what I love the most, which is the idea of service. So I asked Cynthia to guide me into being the new middle school Interact sponsor, and the joy for me has been tenfold what it's been for the students. We are 36 strong, which is larger than our group has been in a long time. And we've done so many baby step things this year that I'm really excited for the kids to present to you. We have focused on community service, Knoxville service, surrounding county service, and then within our own school. And on one of the slides, you're going to see there's a Spartan Acts of Kindness tree. And the person who donated that tree to us is sitting over in the corner, and he brought it to Webb and gave it to us. So when you see it, that's your tree. All right. So I'm going to send this over to my friends and let them introduce themselves and share what we've been working on. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mary Emery, and behind me is Caroline Watermaker, Millie Brody, and Eleanor Bookstaff. And we're here on behalf of the Webb Middle School to show you what we did this year. Yeah.
I think we just spaced that in there and there.
So this fall, our middle school partook in the second harvest mac and cheese drive to fight hunger in Knoxville. Webb Middle School collected macaroni and cheese cups for children suffering from food insecurity in Knox County Public Schools. Over weekends and breaks, many of these students don't have access to food. Webb students collected over 3,000 single-serving mac and cheese meals to supplement the nutrition of children in need. Interact Club led the event and organized a staggering amount of donations.
So during the winter, we, like Ms. Hill already said, we thought of the kindness tree. Since kindness is such a large part of Webb's ethos, we wanted to encourage and nurture a supportive school culture with the holiday kindness tree. Students and faculty members were encouraged to observe and write down acts of kindness and hang the Spartan head, which were the ornaments, on the tree. By the time students returned from winter break, the tree was covered with all kinds of acts of kindness, and it's really nice to have this around, because a lot of these small acts of kindness are represented, and they were there to be honored.
So this February, we have raffles and a bake sale for Valentine's Day, and we partnered with Sleep in Heavenly Peace. We raised over $1,100, and Rotary was generous enough to donate money so we could have an even larger total. And Sleep in Heavenly Peace came to Webb and showed us how they build their beds, and we got to see how that process happens. And it's really amazing how they build such a great bed so somebody has a place to sleep.
Okay, so during the spring, sorry, allergies. So during the spring, Interact members filled out cards showing spring-related quotes and our gratitude for everything that the Webb faculty, staff, and teachers do for us. These notes have brightened the hallways and let our staff know just how much we appreciate them. By having these little expressions of thankfulness, we were able to create a greater feeling of community in our middle school. Standardized testing good luck greetings. Every spring, Webb Middle School students take ERBs or standardized tests. Since peppermint is thought to increase cognitive function, Interact members made bags of mints for every student in the middle school, and we handed them out to students arriving to school on the first day of testing. Students were appreciative of the kind gesture and the sweet treats. By reaching out to our fellow students and giving them a little treat to brighten up their testing days, we help them feel valued and encouraged. Okay, so our final service, I know it was already mentioned, but for the celebration of Holy, Webb Middle School Interact is endorsing the upper school's color run. Students can sign up to be a part of the color run, which will take place on campus and end with colorful powder being thrown everywhere. This run will fund Upper School Interact Club budget for next year, supporting many international projects throughout the year. The Holy Run 3K is set for May 17th at 4 o'clock in the Upper School Circle. You're welcome to come out and get your colors.
Thank you so much for all of the support you've given our club and helping us put service before ourselves for others. Thank you.
You have a video.
Yes.
Volleyball. Well, hello, friends. It's good to be with you all, even though it's virtual. We are right in the middle of our testing. Teach the U.S. history portion of the next placement, and we are just right in it right now. So as we speak to you in a digital way, we're actually working in the classroom with our next class meeting before the test. So I hate to not be physically with you today, but it's good to have the opportunity to talk a little bit about our activities for the year. And it's been a terrific year. Let's talk about some of the things we've done. We helped out with the Honor Air Knoxville breakfast on September 24th back in 2022. We helped serve breakfast World War II, the Korean War, and Vietnam veterans and their families at the pre-flight meeting at the Cathedral, the most sacred part of Jesus, school gymnasium back behind the cathedral, and helped serve breakfast to veterans, their families, and Honor Air personnel. They provided a wide range of general assistance during the meeting. Yeah, this is for Flight 31, honoring especially women veterans. Students always enjoy talking to the veterans, and they invariably come away with a story or two. It was a great event, as you can see, well attended. And it's always worked with Betty Manis, Joe Sutter, Jim Kundle, Charlie Moore, and everyone at Honor Air. It is a great team at Prestige. So always a good team. As you can see, the kids
have a good time as well. They just really enjoy doing it every year. On December 10th, we were able to, excited to partner with, of course, the Knoxville Rotary Club and Salvation Army. We were working at the west side of West Town Hall in our bell ringing activity. We had teams doing the 12 to 2 shift and also the 2 to 4 shift. So we got to help out and bring in some funds for the Salvation Army during the Christmas season. We also have a good time doing that. But it's not always easy. Also, photo of our students in their traditional KCHS uniforms. We like to have an out of uniform day, whereby each student gets to be out of uniform by paying $2 each minimum to be out of uniform to raise money. And in this case, we like to raise money for the End Polio Now Funds, important project of the Rotary Club. And we always, in announcing and promoting the upcoming day, we all direct students to the End Polio website. Great video and nice discussion of this wonderful project. Also, skip the page there. We were at the once again the pre-flight breakfast of Sacred Heart. This time we were in the parish hall, working to serve breakfast to the veterans as we prepare for Flight 32. This flight happened on April the 12th, and students had a great time. Well, working with the team, as we said. Then we also like to do every year we write thank you cards to troops in the field, the soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines. We send these thank you cards to amillionthanks.org, the organization. We did this on April the 26th, wrapping up our. And students love to get together for some fellowships and card writing. Usually somebody gets the music going on devices I don't understand. Speakers are just saying alone. And we time doing that. So it's fun to be with you all and talk a little about some of the activities that we do each year. And we appreciate your support, Knoxville Rotary Club, and we appreciate the support of KCHS and President Vicky Sombrak, and we look forward to working with you again next year, as always. And hopefully, I will be there in person next time. It's good to be with you all, and we look forward to see you soon. Thanks for all the best.
Go ahead. Give an update on the UTK Rotaract.
Hi, everyone. All right, so I want to start with, it's been a privilege to serve as faculty and advisor for UTK's Rotaract. I am signing off for that committee, but as a prior previous Rotaractor in college at University of Michigan, and as a new Knoxville and new to UT, it's been a great privilege to work with these students and watch them grow and serve others in such a meaningful way. So I will say that the young adults, they are fiercely dedicated to service above self. That is what I have seen exhibited, not just through their projects, but also through their individual learning about what they plan to do in their future endeavors as professionals, and humans within society. So our theme this year wasn't transition, but it was consistency. So last year, 21-22 academic year, the students really worked to ramp up membership and expand their outreach within Knoxville and UT. They were building back from the shutdowns for the pandemic. This year, their goal has just been to keep that membership and outreach strategy, keep it going, keep it consistent. And as of when I checked last week, they were a little above 40 members, and many of them were underclassmen, so they will stay next year. Okay. It's a busy time, just like with the interact groups at UT. Finals start like in 10 days. So the students will start, they couldn't be here, they couldn't get a board representative, but they have prepared a wonderful video for us. So Amelia Pye, she's the graduating senior, but also president of Rotaract. She has prepared a video highlighting some things they've been working on.
Jump the gun.
My name is Amelia. I am UTK Rotaract's president for 2022 and through 2023. I'm super sorry that we can't be there in person for the meeting. I was around for the entire morning. I guess lunch on Tuesdays is a prime last time, so I will be recording a video of what our 2022 and 2023 highlights are. So starting with this is our board for this year. So we are going to be having elections very soon, so look out for a new board, and then we are actually talking to Dr. Stab because he is our new faculty advisor for next year. So we're looking forward to working with him. And then we still have shirts for sale. So if you want a Rotaract t-shirt, just let me know, or let Professor Doe know, and then she can get you my contact information. We can get that situated for you. So, and then these are what they look like. So these are our events from last year. We did the meal packing, Smith's Pantry, and then more Rotary Day. And then for this year, we still did Love Kitchen. So it's kind of a like the soup kitchen where you pack foods instead of serving them. So if you like to do Smith's Pantry again, Big Orange Pantry, kind of the same thing, but in a different location. All of these same things, and then we have our picture from World Rotary Day, so this just might be real from that day. And then we also did our main event this year was partnering with UTK's Relay for Life. So this is where we had our little team for this, and we did different events, and then yeah, it was a super fun time. So that is kind of all for our service contributions for the year. And then we are super looking forward to what we would be doing next year. So yeah, thank you for helping us with this, a lot of the things going on this year. So yeah, thank you. We hope to be working with you guys again. Bye bye.